Just realized my eyes are bloodshot. And no, I'm not stoned. Holy shit. We going hard. We popping blood vessels, I guess. Whew. Oh, looks like we're going to do the beef jerky. Looks like the beef jerky is going to win. And check this out. Synchronicity, baby. Bam. We're going to be making some good jerky. Alright, so we're going to get 2 of these. We're going to make some beef jerky, baby. Might as well grab a couple more things of chicken over here. Alright. I'm not exactly sure what the marinade is, so I'm just picking this stuff, as which is how I do all my cooking. I'm just picking it up off the cuff. Gonna get some liquid smoke, hot sauce, bones, chipotle cholulas, bam, essential for oven beef jerky. Catch the drippings because I got a gas oven, otherwise I'd be smoked out. I got mustard. Oh, let me get some more garlic powder, and I think I got the rest of the spices: cumin, coriander. Alright, anyways, that's it. I'll see y'all later. And it has got to be full sheets. If you don't get full sheets, then I need you to unsubscribe immediately. No, I'm just kidding, but seriously, convert and get full sheets, because the other ones are just a pain in the ass. Hey, what's up, y'all? As promised, we got the beef jerky. And so we're going to do this the very simple way, in like the most bare bones way. Most people don't have a smoker. Most people don't have a dehydrator. But just about everybody has an oven. If you don't, I feel you. The last apartment I had only had a kitchen sink, and I used a hot plate. I didn't even have anything. It was just a little kitchen sink. So if that's all you have, well, Amazon, you can find dehydrators for like 20, 30 bucks, or you can go to Goodwill, and a lot of times they'll have them for like 10 bucks. Speaking of which, I think that's something eventually I want to get, because I want to start making my own dehydrated garlic powder, onion powder, jalapeno powder. I think that would be cool. And so that's something down the road to look forward to, if that interests you. But for right now, this is, in my opinion, one of the easiest ways to make jerky. Now, if you're doing this, I would suggest to have your butcher slice your meat for you, because in my experience, in your smaller town grocery stores, or like a Safeway, sometimes they'll do it. Some place like that, they'll slice it really nice and thin, and it's easy. It completely wipes out a pain in the ass step and all this. But for the sake of this channel, and I figured it would be more beneficial and more value to y'all if I just did the whole thing from scratch. So, say you just had a chunk of meat, you want to make some jerky, but you can't take it to the butcher. How do you do it? Well, first things first, this is about 6 pounds or 5.8 pounds of beef round sirloin tip roast that I got for $4.99 a pound. It was on sale. And so that's what we're going to use. And then we're going to do it, and I'll show you this later. We're going to use these skewers. How the hell are you going to make jerky with skewers? We'll get to that. Stay tuned. But first, we got to put these in the freezer for about an hour or two to get them to where the outside, like, quarter-inch is frozen. Get them nice and cold, and that makes it way easier to slice them. But before we do that, let me just go over what we're going to put in it. Now, there's 1,000 different ways you could do this. Me personally, I don't measure. When I cook, I don't measure. Unless it's something I've never made before and I have no idea how to make it, I'll follow a recipe once and then I just cook it from memory or instinct for the rest of my life. I call it instinctual cooking. I've been cooking for myself since I was a kid. I back then I watched a lot of Emerald, and that's a lot of what he does. And so I think a lot of my inspiration on things came from Emeril way back in the 2000s. And yeah, that's just one of my natural God-given gifts was cooking. And so yeah, I ran a restaurant for a little bit, but I found that I didn't like working in a restaurant. It took the joy out of it for me. So, but I love to cook, and that's how I cook. I'm a field cooker or whatever you want to call it. I just call it instinctual cooking. So, now I hope this is enough Worcestershire. I thought I had a whole bottle, but there's about that much. And you want equal parts of this, and soy sauce is like your base. But I'm 99% sure that's going to be enough. Worst case scenario, I'll have to pause the video when we start doing the marinade and run to Dollar General and get another bottle of this. I think that's going to be enough. So that's your base right there. Just about any beef jerky marinade, Worcestershire soy sauce. Second thing, now we're going to throw in a little bit of liquid smoke. Just for that, we're not using a smoker. Tastes good. With that, a little goes a long way. Do not use too much. You'll fuck your whole shit up. Next thing, for a little bit of sweetness that's not going to fuck with our keto or our carnivore, Baby Ray's sugar-free or no sugar added barbecue sauce. Amazing. Best barbecue sauce in the world. And it's only got 4 grams of carbs for... Shoot. 4 grams of carbs for 2 tablespoons. Whatever. It's like tomato paste. I don't even care. No, and then this, like some mustard, I just have this in my fridge. Again, this is going to add a little bit of sweetness. There's only 1 gram of carb and a teaspoon of this. But again, when you're on carnivore and you're keto, the littlest tiny bit is like, and I don't know about you, but I like my jerky to have just a little bit of a sweet tang to it. And so these two things together are going to give it that without loading it with sugar. It's just a hack, right? And of course, Chipotle Cholulu. And then since this is, you can use this, you don't have to. I'm honestly not even 100% sure I'm going to use this. I'm probably going to, because it does make it a lot more tender. And since I'm slicing it myself, they're going to be a little thicker slices. If I got this sliced at the butcher, I wouldn't use this because you don't need it because it's sliced so thin. But it's freaking extremely difficult to do that with a knife. But we'll see. This is a game time decision. It's not bad. It's just bromelain, right? It's just basically salt and bromelain and a little bit of sugar. But it's such a negligible amount, it's like almost not even existent. And then just some basic spices. Obviously, garlic powder, onion powder. I forgot the black pepper. Cayenne pepper. It says garlic powder, but this is just a container I use. I have a big bag of red pepper because I use it a lot. That's what that is. Coriander. Cumin. And this I just picked up because I saw it. Some Hatch chili, ground chili powder. Mwah, that's going to be delicious. And finally, smoked paprika. Tastes amazing, gives it a smoky flavor, but it also makes it look beautiful. You'll see it. It gives it a beautiful, it just makes it look pretty. If you don't use this, it's like just brown. This gives it just boom. That's what it does. It just, it makes it go like that. But, so we'll go more over that when we're making the marinade. Like I said, we need to freeze this meat for at least about 2 hours to get it nice and cold. Slice it, and we'll be back then. Alright, what's up, y'all? We're back. It's been a little over 2 hours. Actually, it's been about 3 hours. Just got back on our walk. Man, I hope it's as beautiful where you're at as it is here. That sun felt absolutely amazing. Holy crap. It's almost 40 degrees here in North Dakota, and it's sunny, and it's got that crisp northern spring air. I know it's not spring, it's only February, but it smells like it. Man, I don't know. If you're in the north, you know. If you're not, if you've never been in the north, you just don't. But it's a northern thing, just something special about it. But anyways, back to beef jerky. So we're gonna make the marinade first, and then we're gonna slice the jerky, and then we put it right in the marinade, and then we're gonna marinate that for about 3 or 4 hours. I mean, that's about all I need. I think more than that is too much. Or, I mean, it's not necessarily too much. You can go to 24 hours, but in my experience, it's really unnecessary. So, obviously, I'm putting a lot of stuff in mine because that's just kind of what I do. But if you just want a basic jerky, this is all you need. Soy sauce, Worcestershire, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne, and smoked paprika. And then if you want to add some smoke or something, you can. But this right here will do you just fine. Now I'm going to add some extra stuff and need to get the black pepper. For some reason I keep forgetting about the damn black pepper. It's almost a sin to even think about making beef jerky without black pepper. Anyways, so like I said, this should be enough. So we're just going to dump all that Worcestershire in there. Oh yeah. That's not quite equal parts. Need a little more soy sauce. So yeah, what'd y'all think about that chest workout, huh? Woo-wee! That finisher? Man, that was crazy. All right, hold on. That's good. That's close. All right. Yeah, I literally couldn't stand up, man. That was wild. I've never had that happen. But hey, that's cool. We found ourselves a nice little chest tricep finisher. All right, let me turn this light down. Ugh. There we go. Is that better? Yeah, hopefully that's still enough light to see. All right. So we got our base, right? Worcestershire soy sauce. Smells amazing. Next thing, might as well add the liquids first. Again, not measuring, just going on feel. Should be about right. Yeah, we'll squirt one. There we go. Like that smoky barbecue flavor. Liquid smoke. There we go. Hot sauce. This stuff's amazing if you've never tried it. If you like Chipotle. You can also make your own too. Just taking red jalapenos and putting them on the top rack of a grill when you're cooking like a steak. And just let that smoke get in there and then dry them out. And it's not perfect, but it's 80%. So that's the poor man's Chipotle. If you've never made it, it's really good. If you like smoked red jalapenos, which is Chipotle. Alright, that's good. Final wet ingredient. A little bit of Southwest hot mustard. For again, just a little, well, mustard's good. I like mustard there anyway. But it's a tiny little bit of sweet. So we put like that much. So let's see. There's 16 servings in here. There's 4 carbs per serving. And actually only one of that sugar. So 4 and 16, that's 40, 20, so 64. 64 grams of carbs in this whole bottle. I use that much. So maybe 8 grams of carbs in all of that. And then maybe 2 grams worth of this. Because there's 1 gram and 2 tablespoons. So less than maybe 10 grams of carbs in this whole thing. But it's going to give it that nice sweet taste. You won't even 1 gram maybe each time you eat beef jerky. That's nothing. All right. There's that. And now, first things first, black pepper. In my opinion, you can't really get too much of this, so I'm going to cut to when I'm done. All right. should be a good black pepper, garlic powder. Yeah, nice and garlicky. There we go. And again, you just do this to your taste. This is, my taste may be different than yours. Onion. I usually a little less onion than garlic. A little bit of cumin. My brother-in-law is from Venezuela, and he opened my eyes to cumin and beef. Just a little bit of cumin and with just about anything with beef, and it trust me, burgers, steaks, fajitas, of course fajitas, but I don't know, it works. So a little bit of cumin, literally like maybe an eighth of a teaspoon. Coriander, one of my favorite spices. I need to get me another mortar and pestle and make my own again. Especially with pork. Oh my God, I love coriander and pork. Some Hatch chili. Or any China chili powder, I'm just using Hatch chilies. Because this was actually a pretty good price. Normally something like this you'd think would be like $10. But this was only like $2 something, I think. Oh yeah. And then, oh yeah, smoked paprika. Boom, 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 boom. All right, bam. There we go. All right. Lastly, some tenderizer. All right, that should be good. All right, so there's that. All right, y'all. So, cutting the meat. Now, the main thing is you want to have a sharp knife. And I know that's like but you'd be surprised, what people think is sharp and what is actually sharp. But a good sharp knife will make this 1,000 times easier. Now, stand up for this. There we go. See how that's cutting? And you see why this would have been infinitely easier having the butcher do it. But that's okay. All right, we'll come back when this is all cut up. And I'm just taking it and just putting it in here. Mixer. I just want to make sure everything's coated. So that's why I'm adding it as I cut it and not waiting until it's all done. Because you just want to make sure everything gets some sauce on it. I forgot to say this, you also want to cut against the grain. So the grain's going like this. So I want to cut like this. That's a way of tenderizing it. All right, what I'm gonna do with this is because I'm getting hungry, and like I said, I think I said it earlier, I'm not fasting today. I woke up hungry, so this is a day that I'm just eating every few hours to throw my body off. Still keto and carnivore, but I'm not fasting today, so I am gonna cut myself a couple steaks out of this, and then I'm gonna cook those after I'm done with this. Because I have never tried cooking a sirloin, what is this? I forget what this is. Beef round boneless sirloin tip roast. I've never tried cutting that into steaks. I want to see what it tastes like, if it's too tough or what. Because this is routinely on sale for $4.99 a pound at my local grocery store. Pretty little, nice little chunk steak. One more, bam. Oh yeah. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, this one's a lot leaner. Oh crap, that one's a little too thick. Let's do that. There we go. This is what you want right here. Make sure you get it every piece coated, right? Because it'll fold, it'll get folded up on itself and smushed up against others, and you'll get little bald patches. That's why it's best to add it one at a time, or a couple pieces at a time. Or the second one was leaner than the first one. That second one's more what you want, but it's hard to tell on these ones because they're kind of like folded in on themselves. You know what I'm going to do is I don't need to eat all of this. This chunk, this big thick one, I'm going to put in there too. And this as well. Well, 3 of these. And then these I'll dice up and I'll make some kind of stir fry or something. Like I said, this was almost 6 pounds, $5 a pound, so that's like $30 for all this jerky and 2 meals worth of beef. I'll take it. You got to shop themselves. If you don't got much money, then, you know, that's just one thing you got to do. You either pay with your money or you pay with your time. Everything in life, that really, it comes down to it. So, you obviously, if you got the money and you can afford it, you don't have to worry about sale hunting or, you know, going to the store 3 or 4 times a week to catch when they put stuff on sale. And if you don't, that's what you do. To be able to eat beef and, you know, 250, 300 grams of protein on a very tight budget, you got to hustle, right? This is hustling. All right, they're beautiful. Now we can add the big boys. Since this meat's also partially frozen, when you take it out, there's going to be a lot more liquid. There's going to be a lot of liquid. So remember that. When you put it in, it doesn't look like there's much liquid. But when you take it out, it's going to be covered in the marinade will, because all this semi-frozen meat will have thawed out and released all that water. Which is another cool little technique. If you've never tried it, you take some frozen meat, cut it up, put it in a bag, mix up your little spices and stuff, and then just let it sit in the fridge for 24 hours, and as it defrosts, releases that water, and it creates its own juices and marinates itself. Little trick for you. That's a trick from Alaska, way out in the boats with no electricity. And then, anyways, outside is your refrigerator. I'll just put it that way. Refrigerator, freezer, even in the summer, you just dig down and you keep everything cold. Just dig a hole in the ground, line it with a tarp, and you got a freaking deep freeze. Or refrigerator, whatever. there's stuff like that I really want to do with the channel eventually. Like, there's so many things I want to do to travel, and I have so many ideas for this. This is so much more than just losing 250 pounds. Like, bro, you don't even know. But first things first, we gotta crawl. We're learning to crawl right now, and we are, for the first time in our life, we are just, I don't know how to explain it. There's just something special about right now. So, yeah. So, thank every last one of y'all, because this is, anyways, I'm getting, as I always like to do, sidetracked. All right, so that's that. Yes, I know this isn't the most scientific thing, but that's what you get with Crush Equity, right? You just, all right, so see, but bam. Look at that giant bowl of marinating meat. Now we're going to put that in the fridge for 3 to 6 hours, depending. Probably, and then we'll come back. So about 3 to 6 hours, and then I'll come back and we'll see how it, we'll put it on the skewers, and I'll show you how I go about cooking it in the oven. All right, y'all, what's going on? It's time for the final part of this. It's 5 o'clock. We started this, I believe, at 8:30. It's one reason why I suggest having your butcher slice it. Saves you a good 3 or so hours of freezing, getting the meat cold, and slicing it. But anyways, there you are. So now you got this pan, which is going to serve as our drip catching pan also. But for now, we're going to use it to dry these out, because what we want to do is we want to get as much of this liquid off when you're making jerky. So we're just going to line. Boom. All right. There's the first layer done. Rinse and repeat. Although I think there's only one more layer in there, so. Press that down again. It doesn't need to be scientific. I mean, it's just the less moisture you get out, the little longer you're going to have to cook it. I'd rather leave it in the oven for another 30 minutes to an hour than sit here and obsess over every little speck of marinade getting off of it. But that's just me. That's that steak. I accidentally cut too thick. Which I'm excited. These are actually going to be, I think these are going to be delicious. Super packed with flavor. The jerky and the steaks. Those other ones that I had, it was surprisingly tender. There was a couple chewy spots, so it seems like there's tender meat and there's chewy meat. Surprise, surprise. I don't stick with tradition. I just kind of do my own thing. Smells, looks amazing. Alright, there's that. Let's get one more round of paper towels. Dry these off. Oh. So yeah, there's the second layer. Now we're just going to put this paper towel in there and really, you're just pat drying it, right? You've done this before in one thing or another. You're just patting it down. Again, don't stress about it. You don't have to get every ounce of moisture off of it. You know, just like, you see how there's some like shiny puddles? There's those little, that's what and then you just dab that. So after you do the general pat down, you just look for those little puddles. You just dab those. As you can see, not perfect, but more than good enough. absorb a little more of the whatever's left. Because I want to put the skewers once I skewer it in here. Just for simplicity's sake. Again, you're just going through, and any place you see a shine, you know, if you got a, well, that's one nice thing about having a light. You just, wherever it's shining, that's liquid. So you, and there's that. So half a paper towel roll later, now we get to skewering. Yay. All right. So here's how we're going to do this. Just going to take it, just like that. Real simple. Give it some space. On ones like this, you kind of do it like this. And then boom. We'll put this last one right here. And there's one, and then all we're gonna do is we're gonna hang these in between the oven, the little bars on the oven. There we go. A little more meat, there we go. And again, just use your common sense. If you get some thicker ones, not everyone's perfect. You just cook those together, and you just know you just leave those in a little longer. You just take the skewers out as they're done. Just like that. We're ready to rock and roll. All right, y'all, so here we go. You can see that. All we're going to do, we're taking these skewers, and we're just doing this. You just skip the meat in between these rails. Ta-da. Boom. We got our own little personal smoker rack. So we just go through and do that. I got pickles and protein holding the thing up so I could pull it out. And again, some of them that are a little long, it's okay. They're going to shrink pretty quick. And I mean, I guess on the longer ones you could do it like that too. That's probably not going to hurt nothing. But that is up to you. There we go. That'll make clean up easier. Can I organize these? Now they're staggered, so they're gonna drip about 90% in that thing. And then it's that simple. Then you just turn your oven on to, well, ideally 170. This doesn't have a 170 mark. So, what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to put a spoon in there, which is going to open up a little bit of air, because I actually don't know how hot this is. That is the one downside of this. You know, sometimes I don't have a thermometer, so I'll just have to check on it, and I should be able to tell if it's drying out or if it's actually cooking. But there you go. Come back when it's done. Alright, let's see how we're going. It's been about an hour and a half. Looking good. Yeah, buddy. Alright, we're coming on about 4 hours. Making some progress. Yeah, buddy. Whew. See, I don't know what this oven is, but that's as low as it'll go. Man, it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm having to fight not to fall asleep. Been up since 4 in the morning. But we can't go to sleep till we're finished with the job. Alright, we'll be back. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. Man. Look at that. Beautiful jerky. Mm. Mm. Nice, easy, high protein snack when I need it. That's why I put that in there. Got all those drippings. Yeah. There's the final product. About 5.5 pounds worth, or 5 pounds worth of meat. 4.5. I didn't weigh the chunks that I took off and ate, but in any case, that's a good chunk of jerky for about $20, $15. So, I hope you got something out of this. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to making stuff in the future. Now we gotta hit back. Jerky and Rose, baby. See y'all in a bit. Real quick, I forgot to show y'all what it looks like. So yeah, this is it. It's done. I love it. It's just a little pliable. Just got that little bit of chew to it. In my opinion, it's perfect. Yeah, buddy. If y'all make this, let me know in the comments what you thought. Real quick, might as well weigh it. Alright, let's see how much actual jerky we got. 553. Okay, so like 1.2 pounds, like 450 grams is a pound. Yeah, it's about 1.25 pounds-ish. For about $15 worth of beef, minus what we've eaten. And we've already eaten probably a good 50 grams at least. I'm happy with that. Hey, what's up, y'all? Hope y'all enjoyed the beef jerky recipe. And if you watched through it, thank you. That means the world to me. Every minute you watch these videos helps me. because there's like an average view duration, and then once it drops below a certain point, that's when the videos die. So every minute that you watch my videos, that helps me, and so I'm eternally grateful to y'all. So thank you. I know there's a lot of beef jerky recipes out there. They're like 5 minutes, and mine's obviously a lot longer. That's just kind of how my style. But so if you watched through that, thank you. I hope you got something from it. I hope you make some jerky. If you do make some jerky, let me know in the comments what you think. It takes a little time, but it's very rewarding. It's very good. And as you saw, I got a nice 1.25 pounds of jerky, which is a nice little snack to have. And but yeah, and then so we're doing back and biceps today. I was gonna, the weights and the bench and stuff are here, but with all the jerky stuff, I mean, I'm not gonna mess with unboxing all that. That's just, this video is already gonna be damn near an hour, if not more than an hour already. So I'll do that either with shoulders or legs. But anyways, back and biceps, because I'm excited. I wanted to do some 140 or 160 pound rows, but we'll just warm up with some 100s, and then we'll do the bulk of the workout is just one-handed croc rows. And then y'all, some of y'all will be happy about this. For the biceps, I think what I'm going to do moving forward, because I love my heavy cheek curls, I love my rocking, it doesn't hurt. The instant it causes me pain in my shoulders, elbows, anything, I'll adjust. But for now, I love it, and it feels good. My biceps responding. But I think moving forward, a heavy week, and then a higher rep, control, contain, time under tension, or just whatever, right? Heavy, light, heavy, light. I think there's a valid to that, you know? So today we're gonna do our back stuff, and then we'll strip it down to just the 20s and the 5 for 70 pounds. And then we'll just sit there and we'll do, you know, good, controlled, proper, proper curls. And for some more time under tension and higher rep, hypertrophy. There we go, hypertrophy. Jesus. Fun fact, the shirts I've been wearing are 7X talls. This one's 6X. And I'm not fasted, because I got up, ate some of that jerky, and then I had a nice omelet and some sausage, and then my pre-workout. So I'm not even fasted, and I think I'm looking a little slim. You know, what do y'all think? Huh? I think so. I just looked at some of my first videos. We're making progress, and those are all fasted, by the way, and this isn't. So, which, if you've never fasted, if you're not a real big dude, you don't really understand what that means. You eat, your stomach goes, and then you wake up in the morning, it's like, so, at least for me. And then the weigh-in will be the next video, or the video after that, because Brian Shaw's challenge starts on Sunday, and I want to weigh in for that, obviously, to start. And I will not do another weigh-in until that challenge is up in 6 weeks. I'm not weighing through that entire challenge until the end. I've already made my mind up on that. I'm just gonna go hard, and what happens happens. 6 weeks challenge, and we'll do a weigh-in at the end of that 6 weeks, and we'll see where we're at. We'll see where we're at this weigh-in to start. But I'm excited about all that, but we can talk about that more on another one. This video is getting long enough, so let's just get it. Get the blood flowing. Nothing does it for me like jumping jacks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So strange. It took me a little while to to realize I needed to breathe with the rows like you do with the kettlebell, where it's exact opposite. Like with bench, or at least for me, right? On these, I gotta, during the hard part of it, that's when I gotta breathe in, because going down, I just can't breathe. So I just gotta go. Whereas I think technically it's supposed to be like that. But all that matters is you breathe. Now you remember with when we start doing the one-handed crocs, I remember to start with my left hand, because my right side is stronger. So I want to do my left side, and whatever that is, the same with my right. Start working on this imbalance, because I'm so damn imbalanced. There's like 5 to 10% more muscle on my right side than left. And fat. There's probably even more than that in fat. There's probably like 15 to 20% more fat on my right side. Alright. So those 4 sets of 12 to 15 barbell rows. Now we're going to switch to one arm croc rows. Same weight, 100 pounds. I don't even know how many that was. Oh man. Those make the gut hurt. Feels like running a sprint. Okay. Woo! Oh. Oh man. Oh, those hurt the stomach. That's why it's getting sloppy. All I know how to explain it is I feel exactly like I'm running 40-yard sprints right now. Oh yeah. I got a good idea for the last and final set. Got one more normal, and I just thought of something we're gonna do on the last one. Should be interesting. Woo! Should be a nasty back finisher. The last, the tricep and chest finisher made me think, open my eyes on some things. We're about to fuck our shit up on this final set. Oh, it's gonna be nasty. I might puke. That's okay, because we ain't playing. We getting gains, and we burning fat cells, baby. We be purposing them motherfuckers into protein. They say you can't make protein from fat. Watch. This shit's about to be fucking biceps and lats. Right here, these fat cells, they're gonna turn into fucking lat protein cells. We're gonna burn these bitches, and then we're gonna metabolize some shit, and we're gonna turn, we're gonna take that energy and we're gonna turn it into fucking protein. Oh. I'll be careful to knock myself out. I just cold cock myself in the chin. Wouldn't that be a fucking meme? 500-pound guy YouTuber knocks himself out doing barbell rows. And I don't know, I might make myself fucking puke doing these. Holy shit, my heart's beating fast. Oh. Man, I used to be so good about breathing through my nose. The last 3 years, from like 2018 to 2021, when I finally quit smoking, man, my nose was chronically blocked. I still have issues with it. So I got out of the habit of breathing through my nose. That's one thing about the walks that's making me nice. As I told you, I hate carrying something, so I don't take water with me. If I breathe through my mouth gets real dry real fast. So it almost forces me to breathe through my nose. I just gotta retrain my brain. All my brain knows is it needs fucking oxygen. You know what? I didn't make myself a poster. Just fucking breathe. Breathe through your nose or something. I need to look up how to get one of those made. I know you can do it. You know what I mean? Walmart or Staples or some shit like that. Oh, All right, y'all. Wish me luck. Woo! Let's go. Fuck you. Oh, that might be bad. There you go. That was our back finisher. Holy shit. That's crazy. One arm croc rows, man. It's like running against sprints. I don't know how to explain it any other way. That right there was hit. Woo! Holy crap. Man. So this is 70 pounds. Oh. Ooh. To all y'all that watch my videos, thank you. It means the world. Every minute you watch helps tremendously, so thank you. I'm just glad that I'm able to provide you with some entertainment. What a pump. I think it's the biggest bicep pump I've had. Next week, we get to go real heavy, and we're going to do like 120s for like 4 to 6 reps. I like that. I like alternating heavy, light, heavy, light. To all y'all getting on to me about the form, thank you, because it made me think of something. What a workout. Holy shit. Woo. Yeah, boy. Let's check this button. Woo. Yeah. Oh. Just realized my eyes are bloodshot. And no, I'm not stoned. Holy shit. We going hard. We popping blood vessels, I guess. Whew.